Right. We've got some perks to be giving out here. Pavati's got a perk. Vicar Max hasn't. Sam has. Can we even get armor for Sam? Who knows? Anyway, our job is to speak to Nyoka. Okay, so let's go.
Not today, Sam. I am not in the mood for a deep clean. Oh, all right. Some culprit who shall not be named spilled Rizzo's lemon slap on my console.
Then we've got to go to Monarch. Stellar Bay landing pad and Cascadia landing pad. Who wants what in Cascadia? Because Monarch is no joke. This is where people will start dying and we will be reloading Fallbrook. Oh, God, of course Parvati wants to do both. This is gonna suck.
We're now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain.
What a mess! What a mess!
What a mess. Alright, brace yourself. We're going to get Nyoka, though, who's my favourite companion, so that's something.
Remember that you are not insured.
I am not. It's going to be interesting to see who actually makes it to the end. The ending slides. Again, I've only done this game once, so I don't know all the different paths and endings. We seem to be just doing what I did the first time, which makes sense. It's an Alex playthrough. It's not anything special. But yeah, we could have landed on Monarch at any time. It would have just been at the dangerous landing pad, which is dangerous. But hopefully we'll get some good gear while we're here, and we might actually stand a chance. Maybe. I can't remember. Mantis queens, and they spit like shit at you. Lots of ammo. Stop right there, criminal scum. I nearly jumped off the side then.
Hey, hold on there. I gotta sign you in.
Okay. Oh, damn it, am I thirsty already? I've just started. I am thirsty. God damn it. I'm a little bit hungry. He's got to sign us in. Hi, Grim.
Don't think I've seen you around. That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right?
Whatever, I'm not here for chit-chat.
Wait, don't go just yet. I've been practicing for this. Here goes. On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest sal tuna in Halcyon. Please state your name for the records.
Captain Ty.
Swell. There's one for the logs. I'm even gonna give you your own entry code. I'm not supposed to do that. It's against procedure, but Mr. Sanjar isn't so strict about the rules here. Besides, I got a lot of empty entries to fill.
Is Stellar Bay really that isolated?
We don't get ship traffic in town. Only off-worlders who do make it out here are sublight. They got a base in Fallbrook. And thank the stars for them, or we would have run out of Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch years ago.
You're not what I expected to find on Monarch.
Oh, that'll just make Mr. Sanjar's day if you tell him. The board makes up lots of nasty stories about raptidons and cannibals and whatnot. But that's all outside our walls. Mostly.
Are you saying the board's been lying about this place?
Oh, sure. It makes Stellar Bay sound like a rotten place, but it's not so bad. Get a good breeze going, and the sulfur smell mostly covers up the fishy smell.
Ah, the nostalgic stench of home. Can't say I miss the day-to-day of living in Edgewater.
Anyway, Mr. Sanjar's got lots to say on that subject. Kinda goes over my head, though.
No, I'm gonna have a look around town.
Mr. Sanjar will be mighty pleased to meet you. If you see him over at headquarters, maybe you could tell him I did a bang-up job of welcoming you? Oh, and if you're headed that way, maybe you could do me a favor?
That depends. What is it?
I got this Rizzo's Rangers Tossball poster coming in on the next sublight shipment, signed by the Black Hole himself. Only I haven't heard anything in a while. You think you could check with Celia to see if it's come in?
Who's the Black Hole?
That's Bertie Holcomb. Only one of the greatest tossball hackers ever.
I wonder if he's kin. Dad had family that worked for Rizzo's. I never got to meet them.
Everyone's heard of him, even on Monarch. We still get some of the games. You been living in a sulfur pit or something?
Actually, I've been in hibernation for decades.
Oh, you're real funny. Guess I don't feel so bad for missing what goes on in the rest of Stellar Bay.
This this poster sounds pretty valuable.
I couldn't really say. I'm just a fan of the game. But the fancy collector types say the more people see these things, the less valuable they are. And I figure my poster's been passed around by more than a few people by now.
Sure, I can ask about your poster.
Thanks a bunch. Celia works for Mr. Sanjar in the MSI building next to the bar. She's always there, so you can't miss her.
Right, what did we not have? Food and drink. Okay, well, let's buy a purpleberry lunch. And some purpleberry punch. And everything is better armor now. Because we're in the big leagues. I'll buy some mag picks and bypass shunts. Spacer's choice. And Auntie Cleo. So, let's check with Celia. Oh, yes, hello.
Fresh blood at last. Stellar Bay could use some.
Yes, that's locked, and yes, I see you eyeing it.
What are the chances of all the times and places we could have been born?
Yeah.
We're here, light years from Earth, going about our lives.
Every time the punch clock peals, a worker earns his meals.
What are you talking about?
Sorry, I thought you were quoting It's a Wonderful Directorate.
Got any news from the rest of Halcyon?
Move along.
Okay. Here's Nyoka.
Well, well. Isn't often we see new folk in Stellar Bay. First drink's on me, stranger.
Thanks.
Enjoy. If you plan on sitting through Nyoka's stories, you might could use a few.
I could use a few and telling them myself.
I like Nyoka.
Now what can I do for you?
How well do you know Nyoka?
Anyone who spends any amount of time in this bar is bound to get to know Nyoka. On account of her being here so often
He's just
herself.
a drunken hunter.
And I don't mean that unkindly. Anyone who's rid us of as many beasts as you have is entitled to a few drinks. Something else I can do for you?
You said you're not used to seeing new faces around here.
Not since Amber Heights. These days we have more leaving than coming. Off to join the Iconoclasts or some such.
What happened to Amber Heights?
Bunch of marauders broke into the executive compound, slaughtered everyone. Corporations pulled out of Monarch not long after. I thought everyone knew. But then that was 10 years ago. Still feels fresh to us every time we look at our walls, though.
Why is this place called the Yacht Club?
Thought it had a fancy ring to it. Name's the first advertising anyone sees, after all.
Are there any yachts in Stellar Bay?
Nope. But a man can dream.
Why is this place called the Yacht Club?
Thought it had a fancy ring to it. Name's the first advertising anyone sees, after all.
Then you might think about fixing up that sad-looking sign outside.
Ah, don't be so negative. It's what's on the inside that counts. Speaking of, you look like you could use a bottle with something good in it.
Let me see what you have. He just sells booze. Okay. So here's Nyoka.
And the little bastard's slippery, right? On account of its blood. So it's sliding. All over the place. Trying to crawl away. Getting so I can't tell the blood from the mud.
Let's keep listening.
But I gotta get in there. Get right in that baby wrapped stomach and dig it out. If so much as a drop of stomach acid got on that medallion, shit, I don't know what I'd do. Might be I'd hunt every damn wrapped out there. Right. What are you staring? Wait. You ain't from around here. Who are you?
I'm Ty. Pleasure to meet you.
Ooh, charmer. Don't get a lot of that around here. Folks mostly grump at me about how I should join the MSI payroll. Nice change of pace. Buy me a drink, will you?
Sure. Another round, bartender.
Outstanding.
I like
What are you doing in
Nyoka.
Stellar Bay, stranger?
Vacation.
Oof. Some hell you've chosen. You must really love fish.
Allergic, actually.
That is a fucking shame.
Yeah, listen, I'm told you can help me find an information broker.
Well. Let's get down to brass nuts then, shall we? Wait, that ain't it. Brass rats? Let's talk business. I'm headed back out there after I sober up. You want a guide sooner than that? You have to get me something to clear my head.
Sure, what do you need?
Outstanding! Our dispensary here maintains a stock of, well, I don't rightly know what they are. Steroid or caffeine somethings? Pills. They're very good. I'm cut off for the month, on account of needing one just about every damn day. But I'm sure you've got your wily ways. Fetch me one and we'll be all set.
Medical, skill check, 25. You mean caffeinoid? That stuff's just a stimulant.
Well, they work. We got a deal or what?
Alright, I'll be back. So, Nyoka's too hammered to do anything at the moment. Give her a big machine gun and just let her get drunk, and I'm gonna try and keep her alive. I promise you. Anyone up here? Caleb Herrick.
New face, huh? You from Off-World?
Yes, Captain Ty of the Unreliable.
A ship captain? Well, I'll be. Here, let me buy you a drink. Consider it an MSI welcome. Why don't you grab a chair? Sit a spell and revel with us.
By the smell, he's been reveling enough for you both already.
What are you celebrating?
Me and my friends have taken our destiny into our own hands. We're untethered, free of responsibility and worldly cares. Well, as long as we don't run out of bits. But until the windfall's gone, we're riding high. See, we just walked out on our work. Had enough, we did. So now we're striking.
What could be so bad it made you walk off the job?
It ain't any one thing but the sum of it all, having to work longer shifts for less bits. And the wages we do earn don't cover as much as they used to.
Holy shit, that's like
Our
my life
supervisor,
right now!
Velma, goes on and on about quarterly profits and meeting quotas. But that ain't what Sanjar promised us. Velma refuses to negotiate, so we're refusing to work. We won't go back until she agrees to pay us fair and proper. Us on Monarch, we're free from the board, you know? We have the right to lobby for better hours and pay.
I happen to be pretty good with negotiations.
I wouldn't doubt it. You look like the type who tends to come out on top. Not like us cogs, trying to be the squeaky wheel, but just getting deadlocked. It's been days, but Velma won't even hear us out. Maybe you could just make her listen to our demands.
I'll mediate on your behalf.
You would do that? We sure are lucky you decided to come up to the patio today. I knew drinking up here would be good for more than the view.
Well, we need to talk about Velma.
Sure thing. What did you want to discuss?
We can lie. Without knowing anything, we can try and lie straight away. How long can you afford to miss work?
Not forever, but we've each saved up our bits, and I stashed them safe in my home by the diner. I reckon we could last a week or two at least.
So if we want to force them to go back to work, we can rob him right now. Any suggestions for how to put pressure on Velma to negotiate?
If I knew that, I'd have tried it. Talking reasonably got me nowhere. Maybe you'll fare better. The others wanted to blackmail her, but we're above that. Besides, them are just rumors. We got no proof they're true.
What's this about blackmail now?
I would never endorse such an untoward tactic, you know, but, well, there's rumors that Velma's taking a cut off the profits. So far, it's just gossip, you know, but if there was any proof to be had, it'd be in the Saltuna warehouse, I reckon.
Well, I'll talk to you later. I don't know who she is, but I'm ready to start a war for no reason. Oh, look at that handgun. A heavy ammo handgun. 1 second. Right. Also, yes, chaw is chewing tobacco. I did not know that because that's not something that exists here. So let's have a look at that handgun, eh? Because we're using the revolver, Spacer's Choice revolver. And we just picked up the vermin. Uses heavy ammo. I keep saying we need to mod an assault rifle to be shock. But anyway, what were we doing? We need to go and get Nyoka's steroid or caffeine something. And also get to know the people of this wonderful isolated town. Why is ammo just lying there but it's a steel? Yes, that's locked. Yes, I see you eyeing it. Stella Bay. Right. Greetings.
Look, I don't... Oh, sorry. For a second, I thought you were Grim. You're probably looking for Velma. Watch out. She's in a mood.
Right, Velma is there, is she?
Velma seem out of sorts to you?
She's always...
Can she not find her glasses?
No.
I can't see a thing without my glasses.
If Velma's capable of running the warehouse, she can certainly pick up her own caffeinoid.
Don't be so hard on her. With Brax missing, she's working doubles and needs a little edge.
Very well, dearie. But you stop by anytime you like. Hmm?
Thanks, I'll keep that in mind.
Talk to me, Fred.
Velma's gonna be extra cranky if she doesn't get her caffeinoid.
I bet there's no caffeinoid left now.
Hello, dearie. Why, I don't believe I've seen you before. And with sweet cheeks like those.
Well, I've seen you because you're the same as What's-Her-Face
what
on...
can Auntie Abigail do for you?
Anyway, so, who's Velma?
She works over at the fishery next door. Quite the hard worker, but she's got a bit of a temper.
Nothing wrong with a little passion.
No disagreement there, dearie. But Velma can be a little prickly. Oh, but here I go again, running my mouth when it's none of my business. Was there something else you needed?
Are you in charge of handing out medicine?
Yes, indeed. Someone's got to keep Stellar Bay's people healthy and energized.
You certainly seem excited about your job.
Oh, but I am. I get to see plenty of my neighbors here, and I do dearly love a little gossip.
Medical skill check, 35. I've been asked to pick up a caffeinoid supplement.
And what a helpful young man you are. Nothing like a little pill to liven up the spirits. Who's your lucky friend, dearie?
It's for Nyoka. Oh, lie. 20. Actually, the pills are for me.
I'm so sorry, but with the iconoclasts and the marauder filth chasing away what little trade we get, I'm afraid I have to reserve my supply for Stellar Bay residents. Our reserves have gotten so low, I've even had to start locking the supply room upstairs. Isn't it a shame what some people will do to get a little extra?
Oh, that's just awful.
Isn't it just? I'd make an exception for you if I could, my little cherub. Is there anyone else needing a special pickup from Auntie Abigail?
Nyoka.
Oh, her. It's none of my business, but I have told her Dr. Williams would bump up her monthly allotment if only she'd join MSI. Contribute like the rest of us. Now I've gone and said too much. And you know me, dearie. I don't like to pry.
When can Nyoka get her next dose?
I'm afraid it'll be the better part of a month. Our dear Nyoka tends to exhaust her supply rather quickly. Believe me, there's nothing I'd love better than to help you. But there's not much I can do.
I can just shoot you in the head and take the
Dr.
caffeinoid.
Williams managed the town's allotments from his terminal upstairs. Even I can't access them.
Where can I find this Dr. Williams?
In the town graveyard, I'm afraid. Poor man was always searching for the Flower of Enlightenment. On the way, he tried some rather daring substance combinations.
The Flower of Enlightenment?
It's a philosophist symbol of some kind, dearie. Never you mind. The graveyard's near the southern ruins. You're certainly welcome to pay our respects, but the bodies tend to attract beasties. Do be careful. I'd hate for anything to happen to you, dearie.
Persuade check, 35. I thought you were in charge around here, Auntie. You ought to be.
Oh, you flatter an old woman. Me, I'm just here to be a pretty face for the customers. And to keep an extra key to the supply room, for all the times Dr. Williams misplaced his.
Remind me, what supply room?
The one upstairs, where we store our medicines.
I guess I'll have to figure this out on my own.
Chin up, dearie.
Right. Now. Are we in Cascadia? No, we're in Stellar Bay. So, we want to... a dustback casserole from Chef in Stellar Bay.
Easy does it.
Damn it!
Hey! What do you think you're doing?
I'll pay you 53 bits to look the other way.
I'll look the other way. This time.
Whoops. Now, if I remember correctly, the problem that I had when I was doing this before...
Wrap mask and painted eyes, right here.
...is all of these quests sort of have you going to the same place. Took a while for that to get discovered.
Someone's been killed! I think I'm gonna be sick.
Are you alright?
No! I just stepped in a dead man's blood. And I think one of the flies landed on my mouth.
Ugh.
If you're going into the apartments, do not go into the lower one on the right. That's where the body is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go contemplate a hot shower.
A hot shower, you say? Chef Raymond!
Whoa, by the stars, my poor heart. I just about pissed my jumpsuit.
Why would you admit that to anyone?
Because there's no shame in having overactive bladder muscles, alright? It's a perfectly normal medical condition. Besides, life in this town is enough to try anyone's nerves.
How's that?
Where should I begin? With the oversized mantisaurs? Or perhaps the rap spewing acid at our walls?
Yeah, it's bad out there, by the way.
The board was right. This place isn't fit for human habitation. And I was a fool for staying.
My engineer's looking to get a dustback casserole. Can you cook one of those?
That was a real popular meal 10, 20 years back. Before the board tucked tail and ran. These days, everybody's had a belly full of salt tuna. They all want borscht. And the mushrooms, well, not many venture out of town, what with the monsters hereabouts.
Yeah.
I can whip one up for you, but it'll cost. Here's a menu.
Oh, yikes. I can't cover this much, Captain.
3,000 bits? I'll get back to you on that.
Sure, just let me know.
Why did you decide to stay in the first place?
Sanjar, of course. He had all these glorious ideas about how
3,000 bits for a fucking
rest
casserole.
Periods between every work shift. No shift more than 10 hours long. It all sounds wonderful, until you realize there's only a few centimeters of repurposed steel between you and the deadliest creatures in the galaxy.
Seems like you'd want more than centimeters.
I could do with a few kilometers of cold vacuum, but that spaceship is flown.
Well, I got here. Ever thought about leaving Stellar Bay?
Only every day. But in case you haven't noticed, we don't exactly get ships on a regular basis, yours notwithstanding. And even if I did scrape together enough to buy passage out with sublight, which would mean reaching Fallbrook without getting eaten, shot, or dissolved into green goop, what then?
Why don't you just tell me?
Nothing. That's what. Because MSI is not in what you'd call good standing with the board. So even if I could get out of here, no one's gonna hire me.
Not with that attitude.
Was there something else? Or did you just want to mock me?
Okay, I'm off.
Lucky you.
3,000 fucking bits. Can I even make 3,000 bits? Is there a vending machine? There's a vending machine here. Right, let's sell some stuff. There's got to be some stuff we can sell that we don't want. I'm assuming I could sell this because it's not... If people are wearing this shit... Wait, you... Oh, damn, that's only one bit? Oh, man, I read it as 188 bits. I need 1,010 bits. Somehow. Okay. Huh. Now, I think it would actually be quite funny to show just how deadly this shit is. We need to do Nyoka stuff.